Let's build this super simple villager breeder for Minecraft 1.19. The first thing you want to do is you want to create an 8x8 square on the ground, and you can build this anywhere that you've got an 8x8 square open. You can build this underground. You can build it literally wherever you want. So that is 7, 8. You're going to come across and you're going to place down one block right here and one block right here. There should be a 4-block gap right here. And what you want to do is dig out these bottom 4 blocks and then place down 4 obsidian and build yourself a nether portal just like so. Then you can go ahead and light this nether portal, and we're just going to create a wall behind the portal just like this. Then we want to create this entire square shape right here to be 3 blocks tall to match up with the nether portal just like so. So we're going to do this for the entirety of the square. Nice and simple, nice and quick. And then we're going to go ahead and place down some water buckets inside the farm. So we want to have a water bucket in this corner and a water bucket in this corner. That way, any villagers that spawn and drop into the chamber are going to get pushed into the nether portal. The next thing to do is you are going to place down a temporary block right here and then a block right here, temporary block and a block. Go ahead and break your temporary blocks and then set down 2 temporary blocks right here, then a block right here and a block right here. Then you can go ahead and break all of these temporary blocks, and these are going to be where our villager pods are going to be. So you want to grab your trapdoors now, and we're just going to go around all of these single blocks and place down trapdoors on all sides of the blocks, just like so. And the reason we're doing this is so that when the baby villagers are bred, they are going to walk off this block and they're going to fall into the water down below. So just finishing up this one, open up all the trapdoors, and there you go. Now what you can do is you can grab your glass now, and we're just going to create a layer of glass like so. Come all the way across and just like this. And then we can fill in this entire thing. All we're going to do is leave the pods open. That way we can put our villagers in here. Now what you want to do is grab your composters. I know I say composters. I know you guys love when I say composters. And you're going to set down your composters right next to all of the pods like this. Just like so. So we should have 8 composters on this breeder right here. Just like this. And this is going to be all of the villagers' workstations. So they're all going to be linked up and they're all going to be farmers. One of the very last building steps is to go ahead and place down some temporary blocks right here. So we're going to have 2, 2, and 2. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. 2, 2, and 2. Then you're going to take your beds and we're just going to set down some beds like so on all of these blocks. Go ahead and break the temporary blocks right here. And then set down some more blocks underneath, just like this. Go ahead and break these temporary blocks and do the exact same thing. Bed, bed, and bed. And that brings the total for this farm to 12 beds, which means we will have 8 adult villagers and up to 4 baby villagers inside this farm at a single time. And for this last part, we're going to need to head over into the nether, because this is going to be where we're sending all of the baby villagers. And what you want to do is just create a little 2x3 platform on the back of the portal. That way they don't walk out that way. Dig a 2 deep hole on this side of the portal. And then just place down some blocks like so. That way this is completely enclosed and nothing will attack your baby villagers. And go ahead and throw down some trapdoors on the obsidian blocks, just like so. Go ahead and open them. That way all the baby villagers are going to walk off the edge and into your little pit right here, where you can move them anywhere you want within the nether. You can send them back through a nether portal and then use them anywhere in your world that you would like. And of course, in order to get your farm working, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get some villagers inside of the breeder. And in order to do that, you're going to need to get villagers here via a nearby village or from a nearby villager breeder if you're trying to make a second one. And what we're going to do is we're going to get 8 villagers inside of this breeder. And all that's going to do is we're going to have 2 villagers inside of each little chamber right here. You cannot, however, have green coats. You can't have nitwits. Just don't bring green coats over to the breeder whatsoever. You want them away because we want all of our villagers to be able to have a job and turn into a farmer. Once you have got all of your farmers in place, what you can do is go ahead and throw down a stack of carrots, a stack of bread, or a stack of potatoes, or a stack of beetroot, and they will begin to trade these between each other. You can already see that some of them are breeding. Just like that, you've got the little love hearts, and they are going to start shooting out babies, which are going to walk off the edge and end up in that nether portal, which are going to end up in that chamber we just built. So as you can see, we got a baby villager. He is bon voyage. He's gone now. So now these guys can start breeding again because the bed is no longer occupied by that baby villager. He's disconnected from it. So they can keep breeding, and this will create a ton of baby villagers, about 240 villagers an hour. So if we head over into the nether now, what you can see is we actually are going to have an insane amount of villagers already. So we've already got 2 right here, and that was literally like 10 seconds of breeding. So this thing is absolutely insane. And once you have them inside of the nether, you can do whatever you want with them, as long as you bring them outside of the nether and reconnect them in the overworld. It is also important to note that you don't need to send these guys into the nether. You could happen to like set up some sort of minecart system in the overworld. I just find that using the nether is so much simpler because then the villagers are instantly gone and the speeds on this thing are insanely fast. But it's really up to you if you want to use the nether or not. I have a second design for you guys today. This design is much simpler, but it is also much less efficient. It does about 60 villagers per hour instead of 240. So what you want to do here is you want to set down a block right here, a block right here, and a block right here, and then set down 2 composters like so. Place down glass on top of all the blocks we've placed, along with this block right here. Then you can break these 4 blocks, place down a trapdoor on that center block right there, and break the block underneath. Go ahead and set a water bucket right here so that there's a water stream pushing in the opposite direction of that trapdoor. And then we're going to throw a roof on here, which is going to be a 3x3 square with a center hole. Then what you want to do is place down 4 beds in a circle right here, and that is the entire breeder done. Now what you want to do is you want to get your 2 villagers inside of the farm, which are not baby villagers, so unfortunately this little guy's gonna have to go. So place down 2 villagers in here, just like so, and then you can go ahead and give them some carrots, potatoes, bread, or beetroot, and then we'll start trading, and we will have a baby villager pop out. He is going to walk off the edge, and he's going to go into this water stream, which you can carry away from the breeder and then connect it up with minecarts, or you can connect it up with a nether portal. So you can see that they're breeding here. We're going to get a little Timmy pop out of them, and then he's going to fall and come into our water stream, which we can do whatever we want with him in here, just like that. You need to make sure that he is at least 50 blocks away from this breeder, or the breeder will stop working because he is still taking up a bed space. So once we get a second baby villager, this farm will not produce any more baby villagers until we get them out of the area or they die. All right, I gave you guys 2 designs today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed both of them, and it's up to you guys, whichever one you guys pick. I know for a fact that both are super useful, and I use both in my everyday Minecraft. But my name is 1UpMC. Hopefully you guys consider subscribing, and I will catch you guys in the next one.